Hey guys! In today's video, I'm showing you how to do these super cute marble nails with charms, which are perfect for Valentine's Day. Once I've sized my nail tips, I'm gluing them on using KDS nail glue. I'm just putting the glue into the well on the nail tip and then pressing it onto my nail and holding for about 5 seconds or until it's stuck into place. Be sure to pinch down the sides as well and make sure that they're glued down. Then go ahead and repeat that with the rest. I'm now using a pair of nail clippers to trim down a little over half of the length, and again repeating this with the rest. I like using these nail tips because when you trim down that length, you're left with a perfect square shape. Next, I'm applying Beetle's Base Gel. To build the nails, today I'll be using Pink Mauve from Savvyland. The link will be in the description box. I'm squeezing out some polygel from cuticle to free edge and then patting it into place with my brush. So instead of using the regular rubbing alcohol slip solution, I'm going to be trying out base coat gel today. I've seen Femi Beauty use this before and it seemed to work well for her, so I gave it a try. I have to say I was pretty impressed with how it worked. I was able to slide and push around the polygel without it sticking to my brush whatsoever. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it had just like a different but nice feeling than the alcohol, which I personally really liked. So to sum it up, I would say that I prefer using the base coat gel rather than the alcohol, but that's just my opinion, so go ahead and try it out yourself. But anyway, when you're applying the polygel, remember to take your time. This way you can limit your filing. Once I have the polygel laid how I like, I pop it in my lamp and cure for 60 seconds. Then I do the same for the rest of the nails. Once I've applied and cured the polygel on all the nails, I'm removing the tacky layer with acetone. You want to do this with any gel product so that when you go to file, your file won't get all gunked up. Alright, so now that the sticky layer is removed, I'm going to start filing with my drill. I'm using the Melody Susie Stacy drill. You can watch my review by clicking the video linked in the cards. I'm going to be using my mandrel bit with a coarse sanding band, and I'm just starting on the tip of the nail and just lightly filing that, making sure to stabilize my thumb. And then moving on to the side walls, I'm rotating my fingers so that I can get those areas more easily. I then angle the drill slightly downward so that I can go over the cuticle area, and I make sure to do this very gently so that I won't cut myself. At this point, I'll go over any areas that I missed or still need to do. Now that I've finished filing the surface, I move on to shaping, and for this I like to use a 100 grit hand file. I'm filing underneath the free edge so that I can get a nice crisp shape. Now we have a nice smoothed out nail along with a nice crisp square shape. So we're going to be using earrings today to embellish our nails, so we'll basically be using these in place of nail charms. To be able to put these in, we'll need to make a hole in the nail, so to do this I'm once again going to be using my drill, but this time with a needle bit. Any skinny, thin bit will work. Go ahead and turn that on to a low speed. I think I used about 5,000 RPMs, and again it's stabilizing my thumb, making sure that my fingers aren't going to be pierced with the drill. I'm pointing the drill directly downwards and into my nail and just kind of applying a light pressure and making sure to hold it evenly in one spot. This might take a little bit of time, so just be patient. you've made a dent in the nail where you want to make the hole, you can increase the speed of the drill and just again put it directly into the dent, but this time apply a little bit more pressure. You can see here it's almost gone all the way through. Go ahead and flip your nail over while the bit is through the hole so that you can see when it pierces it completely. And then go ahead and do this exact same thing, but this time insert the drill bit through the bottom of your nail instead of the top. This way you can ensure that your hole is even from top to bottom. You can see here on both sides that there's a little bit of product coming out of the hole, so we'll go ahead and fix that now. To do that, I'm going to pull out my mandrel bit and sanding band again, and I'm using a fine sanding band today. And I'm just going to go ahead and run that over the surface to remove any of that product that's coming out of the hole. This is a crucial step to making the nail nice and smooth and making the hole look nice. Your hole should look similar to this when it's finished. I decided to add another one on the ring finger as well. Next up, I'm going to be creating the marble effect. To do this, I'm using 467 from Beetles, which is a white gel polish. I'm taking a liner brush and that polish, and I'm just creating some randomly placed lines around my nail. These don't need to be perfect whatsoever, so try not to stress it. Then I'm using a rounded brush and some acetone to dilute the white and make it more marble. You can experiment with the amount of acetone you use to get different looks. If you want a more subtle marble, use more acetone, and if you want the white to really pop, use less. If you don't like how it looks at first, that's okay. You can always cure it and then go over it again with more layers. The gel won't dry until you cure it, so take your time. Once I have it how I like, I cure it, and here's what that looks like. I'm now going back in with my liner brush and more white gel polish to kind of add some depth into the marble. So I'm just going to really carefully add some thin white lines. Feel free to do this wherever you see fit. Then go back in with that rounded brush and more acetone to dilute them. This time, try using less acetone so that you have a little bit more contrast. And then cure it once you're finished. Then just go ahead and repeat that with the rest. everything off, I'm applying a glossy top coat. Now go ahead and pick out the earring you want to use and put them through the holes just like you would your ears. You want to make sure to use earrings that you won't be putting in your ears, so just keep that in mind. And that is the finished look. I love how you can switch out the charms that you use with this set of nails, and I think it's so practical for those of you who use your hands a little more, because you can remove the charms when you go to work and then put them back in as you please. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more creative content like this. See you next time. Bye!